Today is the dawn of a new day, my friends, because we are doing videos Monday through Friday, and most of them are answering your questions that you leave down below in the comments. So any questions you have about any camera technology that you've seen in any of our videos, leave it down below in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. So with that being said, the first question that we are going to be answering actually came from Twitter at Devinsupertramp, and that was from Jake Gordon, and he asked, can you make more drone videos on the Devingram channel, like on what drones you use and that kind of stuff? Your channel is awesome, is what he said. So we have the Inspire 2 here and the Phantom 4 Pro. These are the two drones we use the most. We have used other drones, absolutely. But when it comes to in our toolkit, when we're out on location, these are the two drones. The Inspire 2 is more for the bigger productions. The Phantom 4 Pro is for the smaller productions, even though we have used these on the high-end productions as well. My first time flying drones, as far as like pretty intensive, was in November of last year. With our Hawaii video. I went out to Hawaii, me and my wife, Megan. I learned how to fly it within a couple days, took it out to Hawaii, and I filmed the video that you're gonna see right now. So this is all footage from the Phantom 4 Pro at 4K at 24 frames per second. Super impressed with the image quality. The video that we uploaded on YouTube, it was one of our most watched videos of last year, and most of that was shot on the Phantom 4 Pro. I think this is the best camera out there for the price that you get. Not bashing on anything else, because everything has a time and a purpose for everything else. But for me and for our company with what we do, this a lot of times makes the most sense, especially when you're a one-man band. Now I'm gonna talk about the Inspire 2. This is my favorite drone out there personally, but this does take the most work. Most work because you can see there's a little bit of a size difference. So this one, anytime we do any bigger scale production, we always bring the Inspire 2. Now we've also done some smaller production stuff. When I lived out to Hawaii, after we shot this Hawaii video with the Phantom 4 Pro, a couple months later I moved out to Hawaii for 8 months. And at first I was using this one because this one was significantly easier. However, the quality on this, in my opinion, is far superior. It does shoot raw, especially with the new X7, it shoots at 6K raw, which is incredible for a drone. The other big difference though is you have the option to have a second person controlling. So I tried to teach my wife, Megan. It stressed her out a little too much, so I ended up doing most of the operating with the gimbal and the drone itself, which operates the same way as the Phantom 4 Pro. Now, the advantage that this has, besides just the resolution, and it can handle slow motion better as far as the image quality, is this right here, is you can actually take off the gimbal, which is also where the camera is, and this is the X7. Before this, we had the X5, and you'll see the sensor here. It is a super 35mm sensor, which is a big deal for professional filmmakers, and also the fact that I can change the lenses. So this is a 50mm lens. These are more of the telephoto shots that you get. And then it has 4 different lenses, and the lenses themselves are carbon fiber. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on a 16mm, and that's as wide as they go. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on right now. Now we've actually done several videos on the Inspire 2, and we'll have links below and the video that you guys can go check out. But the image quality on this is incredible. The fact that I can change the lenses to get different looks is also incredible, because you can make it look like you're almost filming from a helicopter with telephoto lenses with what's called a shot over, which is usually very expensive to rent, but you can get similar shots with this. And then this drone is a speed demon. It can go almost 60 miles per hour. As far as the price difference, this I'll have pop up right here, but it's roughly around $1,500. And for the full package right here, you're spending roughly around $10,000. So there's definitely a big price difference. But if you're doing a commercial shoot, you're gonna wanna have the best image quality possible. And I feel with the X7 camera with the Inspire 2, it's gonna be comparable to the Red camera. I actually did a panel with DJI a couple months back, and when they announced the X7, and they were working with some of the world's best colorists. That's people in Hollywood that actually color films. And when I was talking to him, this was off the record when DJI wasn't around, he said as he was coloring the X7 footage compared with like the big stuff that Hollywood's filming, it was very, very comparable. And he said by the time that quality is so good, you can't really tell a difference, especially on the big screen. So for us, we've been using this camera, this drone, for the last year. We've been using the X7 ever since it came out. But these are the 2 main drones that we use. Now for this one, it is a bigger setup, but it also takes 2 batteries at the same time. The reason for that is redundancy. So one of the problems with the Inspire 1 is it only had one battery. Because it is a heavier drone, sometimes the batteries would malfunction. If the battery malfunctioned, the drone would, in some cases, fall out of the sky. We had one incident with that when it was really cold that happened to us. But 2 batteries, it drains from both of them kind of at the same time. So if one battery goes bad, it can still run off the other battery and you can land safely and not have to worry about losing your drone. And because of that, we've actually had no issues with the Inspire 2. So these are the 2 drones that we use. If you want more information on these drones, we'll have a bunch of links down below. The launch video that we did when they announced the X7 camera, and we have a bunch of footage for that we'll have as well. Now, tomorrow is a big day because DJI sent us a brand new. But we are excited to show you guys what DJI has to announce tomorrow. And tomorrow when they make that announcement on this same channel, make sure to join the notification squad so you'll be aware of when that video gets announced. Thanks so much for watching. Over and out.